Okay, so what's the current situation? The Five of Cups reversed. I like it. It's always good in reverse, meaning you're getting over a sadness. This could be grief over the end of a relationship, as well as someone's death, actually. Okay, let's see what's clarifying that. The Eight of Cups, you're moving on emotionally. Like in the other deck I have here, it's emotional withdrawal. But specifically, this deck was used for whatever reason. I just picked it because it's showing you're moving on. I really like this. Okay. The Sun, you want to be happy. Oh, I love this. Okay. And it looks like you will be. I'm not saying you can't be happy in your current circumstances, but there are states where you realize, wow, I am just really content. And then you're like, crap, I can't mess this up. So let's pretend like I'm happily, halfway content or something. The Hermit card, seek. You're seeking happiness. Also, Eight of Cups is seeking something more, seeking happiness in this case. And you have it. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Maybe somebody who had passed was a Virgo, and you've been in contemplation about it. I do think this month, for those of you who lost a relationship, that this just says you're going to be single because we have Eight of Cups and the Hermit. Okay, but you're happy that way. You get to be yourself, I almost feel. You can walk around the house naked if you want to. Okay. The Three of Wands, you're looking towards the future. This is really good. You have really good hope. I'm really liking this. I mean, it started out good and it's staying good. So why is the Three of Wands here? Four of Swords reversed. You're coming out of that contemplation, coming out of that isolation as well. Four of Swords can be awake. So we have awake and like grief and a funeral. So it's like you're getting over a death as well, and just looking out towards the horizon. And for those who are in a relationship or were, this goes back to the Three of Swords, and it's saying Four of Swords going back to Three of Swords says think about that heartbreak. It's just saying it's a focus that there was some heartbreak, but you're getting over it. You're going to come out of thinking about it so much because we have swords, it's thoughts, and it's in reverse, so you're not going to think about it so much. And it contrasts the Three of Wands, which is all hope and passion. Okay, now we have the King of Wands. This could be the person you're dealing with. Could be a father figure. Could be a fire sign. Okay. It could be a husband. This person might be bringing you a fourth wand in the future. If they're not somebody you're already dealing with, that would make you the Four of Wands, right? Which would be a husband card. Okay. The Nine of Cups reversed. So here, this is saying you probably didn't get what you want or wanted in regards to a particular relationship. And it could be also that somebody just didn't recognize you in that particular case. And I get this feeling of letting go again, realizing that whatever it is that has upset you in the past shouldn't be your entire universe. Nothing should revolve around it. Or the whole world should not revolve around this one thing. Right? Your life should not stop. The Six of Wands reversed. So we have not giving it attention anymore. Not also falling for somebody's trap. Not that there really was one. But I just feel like not falling into that same trap again. Maybe it's not a person's trap, but a trap of that emotion. Okay, and the Five of Wands reversed. Six of Wands reversed. Let's go back to Five of Wands. It's here. Five of Wands reversed. Let's go back to Four of Wands, which I talked about momentarily. So this could be surrounding, it could possibly be a job. Don't really see that a whole lot, but it could be. It's more like a possible marriage you were in. Again, in the future, I could see a marriage with someone who will bring in that stability with the Four of Wands. But also Four of Wands is a celebration. Normally, it's not here, but normally you have two people and they're raising their hand in triumph. It's like, what's that movie? The Breakfast Club, where at the end the guy's putting his fist in the air. There he's by himself. So maybe this is saying that, yeah, you're by yourself, but you're celebrating. But that doesn't mean in the future there won't be two of you. Okay. So I'm seeing celebrating. And Five of Wands reversed is also saying the times aren't challenging anymore. Getting out of conflict. Okay. All right, last one. I haven't even had to clarify with another deck at all. Death reversed. Okay, could have been dealing with a Scorpio. Again, we have death. So I don't usually see this as a death, but in this particular case, I feel like you're not letting death or a death get the best of you, is what I feel. Which totally doesn't even go with the meaning of that card, but that's what I'm getting. The Two of Pentacles reverse. Okay, now I need to clarify. You're letting something go. You're laying it down. Something you've been juggling for a while. Okay, why is the Two of Pentacles here for Gemini? I'm so sorry for my weird laugh because I couldn't believe it. You have the Two of Wands. I mean, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my goodness, I can't even talk. Oh, okay. That just tickled me. Okay. So we have movement, choices, and decisions. It's your decision to put this down. Something you've been carrying. Maybe something you felt like you couldn't move on from before. You're laying it down. You're letting it rest. Normally I would get two cards, but I'm seeing it could be marriage. Okay. It could be money or job. It could be anything here. And if you just look at the card, you have a lot of choices. It does talk about movement and choices and decisions, okay? It's in reverse, which means you're not going to let a cycle continue. A bad cycle, a negative cycle. That's really what I get. I don't need to clarify someone. That's so funny. We got it in two different decks. I love it. I mean, upright it says find balance. Here this is telling me you found it. Twice. Like for both pentacles, whatever it is, you might be juggling two things. Whatever it is, you found balance. Or you will in October. Okay, bottom of the deck, just for fun. Queen of Wands. Oh, just with the King of Wands. So you could have been married and that's something that you've gotten out of. And then I also see a partnership like a marriage in the future. The Three of Cups in reverse. Which is funny because that's what's spilled in the Five of Cups. And I feel like that's what you're getting over. And I do feel like you are going to be single for those of you who got out of a relationship or you're mourning a death. This could be saying, yeah, you're not celebrating yet. But your broken heart that with that Three of Swords here is healing. But you're not quite ready to share love with someone else yet. Whether it's because somebody died, maybe somebody's a widower or a widow. But either way, I'm seeing you're going to be a little single for a while. Okay. I don't see any kind of love coming in right now. Because you're just not ready yet. Okay. Eventually you will be, no matter what situation is coming up for you. Now, my favorite part. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I think I've watched the Croods too much. And I've only seen it a couple times. Okay. So this is my deck. Oh, I've got something already. Have a deep conversation. Interesting. We have reflection and non-judgment. And it's the Lady of the Mirror. So you're kind of looking at yourself and you're being very gracious to yourself. Being non-judgmental. Also, with have a deep conversation, these are the words I've added. I've used them mostly in place of these words. But now that I'm using the deck more, I'm seeing they go really well too. But this might be having a deep conversation with yourself. Maybe having a deep conversation with somebody who's passed, even though they're not going to be talking back necessarily. You could be talking, because I feel like it's having a conversation with yourself, which is so strange because we have reflection. And so if you're talking to somebody who's deceased, you tend to also be looking like you're talking to yourself. So that's something I have here. It's so weird how these sometimes go together. This deck's starting to give me the creepies, guys. Every single time I've used it, it tends to be dead on. Okay. Next we have try other avenues. Try other things. Could be boundaries. What I get is if somebody's had some kind of a wall up, I'm saying to try something new. And I think that does happen. I think you guys put those Two of Pentacles down is what I'm seeing. And that's a new avenue. No longer having something that you need to carry with you and struggle with. Two of Pentacles reverse says go back to Ace of Pentacles. And that's where you have all this opportunity and being on the right path. So I think right now you guys are going to have a deep conversation with yourself or somebody else. And you're like, I'm going to try something new. You know, I've given this grief or I've given this sadness enough time, and I'm going to try something else. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Survival. First I thought it said survivor. And these are my own words. So some of you may be survivors. You may have survived somebody else passing. You could be a survivor of anything, okay? Because the cards aren't necessarily going to show me what you've survived, but they do show me the Five of Cups, okay? Or the Death card in reverse. They show me the things that result from being a survivor. But we also have resurrection, which is coming back. Now, I'm not saying anybody who's passed is going to come back. Okay, please don't think that. We have surrender to change. So you're like, you know, I've done this long enough. I've decided to be the phoenix rising from the ashes, and I'm going to survive. But not only am I going to survive, I'm going to resurrect myself. I'm going to surrender to the change. Because sometimes I get this idea from this reading. People think, you know, life has just moved on, when really it should not have, because something really important happened. But it was really important, and it happened in your life. And so other people don't get the entirety of what happened. And so they don't slow down. They don't stop. But it looks like you actually have. You actually took some time out to do that of your own volition. And now you're surrendering to the idea that maybe I am supposed to keep going on. And I think that's a good thing. All right, Geminis, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I really enjoyed it. And good luck for the rest of October.